It's a new day, guys, and today's video will cover all you need to know about the upcoming August Phasmophobia update. As most people will know, the main developer and producer of Phasmophobia, DK or D-Niter, whatever you want to call him, recently expanded his development team to 3 people. And conveniently enough, almost a month later, we're getting our hands on a massive game-changing update that will change the player experience forever. I think it's safe to say that Phasmophobia most definitely has a very bright future ahead. And all the information I'll be presenting to you guys today has been collected from the official Phasmophobia Trello and the Discord, as well as some extra things that the devs may have hinted at in secret Discord chats. But anyways, let's start off with the features 100% confirmed to be in the update. We can expect a complete rework of the objectives, and this will include the option to choose specific objectives as well as several brand new ones. Obviously the current ones will be staying, or at least most of them, but the way they're assigned may be changed as well. We can see the harder difficulties get given more objectives, and different objectives may have different tiers of difficulty depending on how tough they may be to complete. Furthermore, if the objectives do end up having tiers of difficulty, the reward for completing them will obviously increase or decrease depending on how hard it was. One of the developers, Corey Dixon, also confirmed in the Discord that every single item in the game, bar the sound sensor, will be receiving a wonderful new model, which sounds absolutely insane. I mean, imagine all the work they've put in less than a month to get that done. That is a whole lot of 3D designing, and I can't wait to get this rehaul, because let's be honest, the Phasmophobia assets right now, they're Unity assets, they've paid a bit of money for them, but really they don't look very professional and they are quite unimmersive. So I can't wait to get my hands on this new stuff. It looks amazing. They've already teased some of them in the Discord, and I will put some of them on the screen throughout the video, of course, so have a look, tell me what you think down in the comments. Every single map has also been rebaked fully, which basically means the lighting has been recalculated to allow for nice light shines and moonlight to come through the windows properly. On top of that, the atmosphere has also been changed recently, as the amount of complaints on the volumetric lighting has been astounding, which is pretty funny to me, to be honest, since it's always technically been in the game. It's just the recent bug fix has kind of made it more prominent and actually made people notice what it does. But anyways, Corey confirmed that he will be reworking it and making sure there's less smoke and just a generally improved atmosphere, so we can expect to be a lot more immersed in Phasmophobia. Also, those new models come under the equipment rework, but they've also leaked a brand new item, which many have considered to possibly be a flashbang to fight back against the ghost. Now, although that sounds great, the lead developer D-Niter has also insisted in the past that he never really wanted to add combat to Phasmophobia, as he thought it might take away from the horror aspect, and I'm not gonna lie, I totally agree. Being able to basically fight back, and if you're good at fighting back, you won't have to worry as much and it just won't be as suspenseful, would kind of take away from the whole running from the ghost thing. So I'm glad they're not going to go full combat mode, but a flashbang which could effectively blind the ghost for a few seconds as you run away could fit the game perfectly, and I think it would be really cool to see it in the game. Anyways guys, let's move on. As is common knowledge, Phasmophobia is quite an awful leveling system, with it being consistent no matter what level you are really, hence why it gets boring pretty quickly, and there are no real incentives to leveling yourself up apart from at the beginning where you unlock a few measly items. The Trello details that once you reach higher levels, more XP will be needed to level up, which will make it much more rewarding to level up into the hundreds and even thousands. As you know, there's loads of people like Insim are like level 5,000 plus, and I think myself I'm like 1,000 or something. It's crazy, but it just doesn't get fun because it's the same thing over and over again. You don't actually get anything for it. Speaking of getting something for it, they've also implemented a brand new level cap, which will allow the user to basically reset their rank in favor of gaining an awesome new visual addition to their profile. Now, they haven't really detailed what this might be, but I reckon it could be a badge or just a simple change of name color. Either way, it'll be awesome to show this off to your friends and to basically just flex in the lobbies. I think it'll be so cool. Speaking of leveling, I hope they make it harder for hackers to just level themselves up, because to be honest, there is no anti-cheat. People can just put themselves to the max level straight away, and it will kind of ruin the game if everyone has these shiny things that should really be rare. So that's just something I hope they look into, and I'm sure they will. As for their plans for the complete money and rewards rework, Corey, one of the developers, actually outlined that no one should actually have to risk their life for a measly $10 bonus on the Trello. So perhaps this means that the eco will be boosted overall, and we could see ourselves getting paid 1k per job, which would be more realistic if we're being honest. And they'll also be changing the amount of money given to finding out the ghost, as that in comparison to getting evidence pictures takes a lot longer, let's be real. Objectives may also be given different danger tiers, and you could be rewarded with more depending on on how much you risk your life to get it. And I guess that does make the game more fun to complete, because you could dare your friend to go on the nightmare difficulty and complete the hardest objectives, and he could be there for a few hours trying to get it done, and that would be really fun and immersive. As for the last major change, the developers have teased a massive overhaul for how difficulty works in game. I'm sure we'll still see the same old difficulties, you know, amateur, intermediate, professional and so on, but they'll most likely receive a complete rework. They'll be, quote, rebalanced to make them more engaging, as well as give experienced players something new and challenging to play, unquote. So perhaps that means we might get our hands on a brand new difficulty as well, called maybe Nightmare, who knows. It could feature faster ghosts, more ambience, harder evidence, smaller inventory space, and there are just so many possibilities that they could add to this thing to just make it so hard, and really a brand new challenge for even the best of Phasmophobia players. Corey also added that different parameters may be given at the start of the round depending on the difficulty. For example, sanity may be set to 0 to make it extra hard, or as I mentioned earlier, you may only have 2 inventory slots, or perhaps you can even run slower. Who knows, there are endless possibilities for them to do, and I really think they'll try hard to make the game just generally harder, because a lot of people have, say, mastered the game, and once you master a game, it often becomes less fun. They'll obviously want to make it harder and more scary. Alright guys, I'm editing the video right now, but I just found out that Phasmophobia have leaked a brand new update. It basically just shows a picture of the notebook, but it gives us a lot of information. It clearly shows that there's 2 new ghosts, and one of the new ones actually has the same evidence as the Revenant. So I believe that the Revenant will be receiving new evidence, and one of its new evidences will be a brand new evidence added to the game. Now, I don't know what it is. It's something to do with this green light, and I believe it's to do with the fact that the ghost changes color. And even after all of that, and the new one evidence type, confirmed sprinting adjustments, visual adjustments to the environments and buildings, the Trello has also teased a, quote, redacted, unquote feature, which could imply hundreds of things. But since then, the official Phasmophobia dev team have actually released an image in their development Discord channel and on their Twitter that shows a room being luminescently brightened by some sort of green light. I mentioned earlier that a possible flashbang could be added, and I believe this could be that. Some sort of defense against the ghost, but it could well be something even bigger. The developers hinted at the ghost perhaps being able to change its evidence or form, so perhaps it's morphing into something different, pretending to be a completely different ghost. Obviously, there are loads of other things we might be surprised with. A brand new ghost maybe, a new map, a new mechanic such as sitting down or moving objects. Any of that would be awesome, but I feel like those sort of features won't be given to us until at least the Horror 2.0 update, which we'll most likely see shortly after this August update, perhaps a few months later, maybe even just a month later. As the developer team has been increased, we will get much more frequent updates, and the updates will be higher quality, so I can't wait to see how good this update really is. The Trello also includes a load of things which are said to not be in this update. However, a few specific things such as new evidences have been confirmed to actually be included in the August update, so perhaps a few more may also feature in this one. A new main menu room, who knows, we'll have to wait and see. And the moment we've all been waiting for, the release date for the August update. I personally believe it will come before the 20th of August, and as of recording this video, it's actually the 10th of August, so it's definitely not long until we get an announcement, ETA, or even a trailer, considering how big of an update this may be for Phasmophobia. DK and Corey both confirmed it will be in the middle or near the end of August, so I'd say roughly the 20th is quite accurate. I'd say this update will drop on the beta first, but the developer team are actually currently in the process of completely reworking how beta testing for Phasmophobia works, so perhaps a private group of people will be selected to get their hands in it before the public. I hope personally that doesn't happen, but it's quite possible it will. I have no idea how any of this will work, but that will conclude today's video on the highly anticipated Phasmophobia August update. I am so hyped, guys, and if you are as well, make sure to talk about it in the comments down below. I'll make another video as soon as we get more information or a trailer, but I'll be ending this video here. If you enjoyed it, then please feel free to drop it a like, and while you're down there, subscribing really helps my channel as I'm currently trying to hit 1,000 subs, and I'll be uploading loads more Phasmophobia videos just like this one in the future, so stick around. But don't worry, that doesn't mean Raft is going away. I'll be sticking with Raft as well, but until then, guys, I will see you next time.